हमारे देश में एक पुरानी लोकोक्ति है, राम जी के चिरई राम जी के खेत, खा लो चिरई भर भर के पेट। वैसे तो इस लोकोक्ति के बड़े गंभीर भावार्थ हैं, लेकिन हमारे देश में इन दिनों भगवान राम को मिले दान की चोरी को लेकर बड़ी अफसोसजनक चर्चा चल रही है। आरोप है कि राम जी के दान को राम जी की सेवा में लगे चोर ही चुरा ले गए। जांच चल रही है, चोरों का कुछ पता तो चला है, लेकिन सिर्फ सरकार को, जनता को तो यह भी पता नहीं है कि उनके दान के सामान भगवान की सेवा में काम आए भी है या नहीं। क्योंकि जब से दान चोरी की बात सामने आई है, देश में लोग अपने अपने दान को लेकर आशंकित है।
Namaste to all of you. My name is Sundar Balakrishnan. This video is going to be about the Ayodhya incident that is going on as of today. Friends, we all know that in Ayodhya there has been a massive corruption there, and whatever offerings that devotees have given to the temple, many of the jewelries, silver, gold, money, all are missing as of today. In fact, what we are hearing is only tip of the iceberg. And about 8 people have been arrested, and we have seen that the trustees of the Ram Janmabhoomi all have resigned. Is what is the news that I'm getting as of now. And UP government has taken the matter so seriously that they have formed a special investigation team to investigate the corrupt practices that are going on in the Ayodhya temple. Apart from the money loot that is occurred and which has actually come to light very recently, what I am hearing is also about the scam of the land that has been transferred to the Ayodhya Janmabhoomi. Friends, we all know that the foundation of the Ayodhya was laid on 5th of August 2020. And way back in 2020, I never used to publicize my videos. I used to write on my website, and I also was tweeting about all the mundane and political events. No sooner this Ayodhya temple was inaugurated on 5th of August 2020, on the 9th of August 2020, I carried my article in my website, and I had said very clearly that the muhurat that was taken for the inauguration of the Ayodhya temple was totally flawed. And I will take you through my article on my website, and I had publicized this article on my Twitter handle on the same day of 9th August 2020, which you people can very well go through. Now I will take you through my article on my website, which is known as jupiterastrology.com. Friends, this is my website, jupiterastrology.com, wherein nowadays I don't write too many articles on this. In fact, I come out with several videos, but now on, I plan to write few articles on my website also. It was on 9th August 2020 my article was written, and we all know that the foundation ceremony, that is the Shilanyaas, was done on 5th of August 2020 at 12:44:08 p.m. at Ayodhya. Now, for any good event, especially like the foundation ceremony of such big temple, it is very much needed that a proper muhurat is cast. However, it is seen that the muhurat time of 5th August 2020 at 12:44:08 p.m. was not at all good. And I will discuss with you why this was not good. In this article, you will see that as per the Vastu and as per the well-known text Mayamatam, chapter 3, which talks of Bhu Pariksha, that means examination of the land, which is taken for any construction. There in Shloka 11, it is stated that a land which was with dead bodies, foul smell of fishes and birds are not taken for any type of building, be it for a residence or for temple construction. That is what this well-known book talks of. And there is a shloka also given in the same chapter in Bhu Pariksha. Now, when we go to the muhurat, we can see that when the inauguration was done at 12:44:08 p.m., it was said that it was a Abhijit Muhurat. Friends, on Wednesday, when this Shilanyas was done, on Wednesday, there is no Abhijit Muhurat, because on Wednesday, when the Abhijit Muhurat is on, that time the Rahu Kal is prevailing, that is from 12 noon to 1:30 p.m. And based on this, when it was done at 12:44:08 p.m. and adjusting for the local sunrise time of Ayodhya, we can see that the Shilanyas was done exactly during the Rahu Kal. And it was also, as per the Panchang, it was a Bhadrapad Maas. And during this Bhadrapad Maas, no auspicious events are done, which is stated by the sages. And the nakshatra was Satvisha. Its lord is Rahu. Therefore, the Rahu's placement in the chart is very important. Rahu in the D1 chart is in the sign Gemini at the time of inauguration. And in the D9 chart, that is Navamsha, it is in Libra. No doubt it is in a good position. And it is said that when the Shravana Nakshatra, Dhanisha Nakshatra, Sadvisha Nakshatra, Hasta and Swati nakshatras are on, when the moon passes through these nakshatras, shall be commenced works of moving character. That is, it is a Chara nakshatra. That means it is a cardinal nakshatra. Any good event like this should be performed on a fixed nakshatra. And fixed nakshatra gives stability. We all know that. And the deity of this nakshatra is Varuna, god of the cosmic waters, of the sky and the earth. And the other Panchang aspects which are there, which are fairly good, not a problem at all. The bad aspects of the Panchang are namely, it was done in the Rahukal and not in Abhijit Muhurat. This aspect was totally ignored. And the nakshatra was a cardinal nakshatra, that is, movable nakshatra. And the Karana was also a cardinal one. And it was a Bhadrapad Maas. And now, when we see the planetary positions at the time when the foundation was laid, we can see that the overall parameters based on which the Shilanyaas was done has more bad aspects than the good ones. Since the ascendant and its lord are afflicted, there will be either delay or it may get into several hurdles in the completion of the project. And friends, we have seen there has been several delays, and even after the final inauguration of the temple, the construction at the site was still going on. And the ascendant lord, which is ascendant, signifies the person who performs the Bhumi Pujan, or the head of the trustee or the office bearers of the temple. Since it is aspected by the Mars from the 6th house, there can be attack on these people and the temple. And there can be enemies who will be against the temple. And the 6th house is supposed to be the theft. And 6th house is supposed to be the people who are against the opening of the Ayodhya temple. And based on the chart of the muhurat, it was predicted by me then that there will be tussle within the office bearers. And we saw that after the opening of the temple, there have been several conflicts between the office bearers. This is because the 10th lord, the governance which talks of the temple, moon is afflicted in the muhurat chart. Now, when we go to the current transits, I will take you through the chart of the current period, which shows the foundation chart of 5th August 2020 of 12:44:08 p.m. at Ayodhya. And alongside here, we have the transits as of today. And down below, in the second row, are the charts in the North Indian format. Friends, you will see that the ascendant is Libra here. And from there, the 10th house, which signifies the governance or the trustees or the operators of the Ayodhya temple, are signified by the 10th house. And the 10th house, Lord Moon, is situated in the sign Aquarius, in the Kumbha Rashi. And that is at 8.21 degrees in Sattvisha Nakshatra, which is lorded by Rahu. And friends, we all know as of now, when we are discussing this chart, Rahu in transit is also going exactly over the moon, which is as per the chart of the foundation chart. And since Rahu is afflicting this moon, moon being in the 5th house, the 5th house for any such kind of muhurat, the temple especially, shows the followers or the people who come to the temple, the devotees, are all signified by the 5th house. And since Rahu is going over this particular moon and moon getting afflicted, we saw several office bearers or the trustees of the Ram Janmabhoomi have resigned. And in days to come, several people who are involved in this loot of Ayodhya offerings will be brought to books, and people as a whole will witness in the days to come. Friends, this is what was my prediction in 2020, and in the days to come, since the transit Saturn, which is now currently in the sign Pisces at 19.45 degrees in the Revati Nakshatra, shortly from 1st of July, it will turn retrograde and go behind the Mars, which is the 2nd and the 7th lord. So till 1st of July, there will be more problems as far as the Ayodhya temple is concerned. And since Mars is there in the 6th house, we can expect a lot of riots and protest against the administration of the Ayodhya by the people of the Uttar Pradesh. And after 1st of July, this protest will slowly subside, and later, as the investigation proceeds and gets completed, from the beginning of February or March of 2027, when Saturn becomes direct, will catch up with the Mars, which is there in the 6th house. And Mars is supposed to be the significator for the land and the property, landed properties. And once this particular Saturn, once it becomes direct, later after 5 or 6 months from today, we can see that more such corrupt practices with respect to the land of the Ayodhya will also come out. And I will not be surprised that before 30th June, that is before the 1st July, there can be some exposures or revelations with respect to the land dealings at Ayodhya. I hope you have liked this video. In case you have liked this video, I request you to subscribe to my channel and circulate this video amongst your friends and relatives. Thank you so much. Goodbye.